let's talk about Seiunchin. So let's talk about the stance. So this stance here, right? If I'm like this, right, which is virtually how everyone is trained in Isshin-Ryu, right? Is to stand like this. So what many people say is you're in this position, you lock from the waist down, meaning like this is locked, and now you just turn up here. Okay. So the problem with that is this is what the Chinese call double heavy. So when I'm double heavy, I can't move, so I'm stuck here. Okay. So now, if you're just training and you're looking to train the leg muscles, this is okay. It's very similar to a horse stance. So a horse stance like this is also double heavy. So I'm 50-50, I can't move. So what we're going to try to do with some of Seiunchin today is we're going to come out. So again, some of the things we want to do, we bow, right? So simple things. We don't want to do that. So we don't want to just fall into the stance. So we want to be here, the foot goes, now we make our adjustment. Now as I'm going to start Seiunchin Kata, and I'm going to turn this foot, I'm going to turn this foot, this is going to come in, and I come in and I don't toss, right? So now when I come here, it's going to be here. So that there's going to have to be an action here, right? And there's an action with the legs. So it looks like we're what? It looks like we're splitting, right? So we're splitting, right? And then we split here, right? So this is incredibly important, and if you watch some of the early video I have of the founder, right, you'll see he's splitting when he's doing Seiunchin. You'll see he clearly does this, okay? But again, so if I'm here, right, and he pushes me, right, and I'm trying to fight it, right, it's very hard, right? So I'm just standing in my normal Seiunchin stance. I push, I resist. It becomes very difficult, right? So if he comes to push and I split, now he can't move. Okay? So again, it's a simple physical demonstration that shows the one way is superior to the other way. All right? So what's the problem though?
Very hard to do.
The problem is it's hard. So you guys just do it. You see the stance is similar to some of the stance in the practical now, right? So we'll start like we're bowing with the kata and we're here, right? So again, first thing is, don't just do this, right? Because that's a toss, right? So you don't have balance. So when I do this, you see I can still move my legs. So now I come in, now I make my adjustment and I'm here. I come here, right? So now I'm going to turn, right? So this foot's going to come in and I don't want to toss and I come down. Now this is going to come up. So we're going to come here and we're going to come here. Then again, try to get where you're getting, this is opening as you come down. Now I come here, now this is here. Then this is turned, and now as this pulls in, we're going to split here. We're going to split here. So now, the next move, we're going to do the same exact move on the other side. So we're going to straighten out this foot, and now we're going to go past, right? So we want to be able to have this, and our hips stay on the same level. So then we come up again, and then we come down again, right? So again, it's the same thing. We're getting this action. Now I'm showing you the action by actually moving my knees up and down, but when I do it, it's more internal, so you don't see it as much. But in the beginning, it's okay. Don't be afraid to move a little bit, and remember the knees only up and down, right? So same thing here, right? And then here. Okay. So we do it one more time, right? We turn the foot, we come in, right? This comes here, right? Then here, then here, then here. Okay. So let's talk about here and here. Okay. So this action here. So what's this look like?
Negative, sir.
Or negative. Doesn't really matter. This position is the same. It's either one, right? Okay. Right. So we come up. This looks like. Right. What's this look like?
That looks
Negative.
Negative, sir.
So it's the same thing. So when I come up with this, I have a tendency to kind of more do it like where looks like almost I'm going to be doing a circle. So it's the same thing with this, right? So you see my elbow. So the typical Isshin-Ryu thing is just one, right? They just go one, and they go two. And they just do that. Right? So if I did this, right, and I did that, right, it looks more Chinese and more Tai Chi, right? So because we're doing both, right? So we don't know, right? We don't know, were they trying to codify it and give you what was going on? You know, same thing here. So you see, as I move here, right? This possibly is a reflection, right? So now this, right? You see this, so you see, I'm not just going, right? So you see the action is the same, right? The action, right? So you look, the don't move principle, right? You look, and as I do this, right?